Franciscan Father Jerome Wolbert was the guest preacher for Cheese Fair Sunday at our Parma Cathedral. In his homily, he referred at one point to the Divine Liturgy's prayer that the Holy Eucharist is eaten yet never consumed, and then to our being consumed by our commitment to Christ. Consuming or being consumed. One of the main focuses of Great Lent is certainly fasting from eating, from consuming food. We reduce or at least adjust our menus to help us direct ourselves to Christ. As needed as is this fasting for each of us individually, it is also needed for us as community, as society. Consumerism is a curse of the modern age. Our economy has become fragile because we have lost a proper appreciation for the goods of this earth as gift, believing that we are entitled to anything and everything. Our reading from the book of Genesis at the Presanctified Divine Liturgy teaches us that when God created humanity, He granted to us dominion over all the other creatures. But our dominion is to be a mirroring of God's loving dominion over all creation. It is not to be understood as being entitled to consume without concern. And then there is the consideration of being consumed rather than consuming. We often speak of someone being consumed with a concern, especially being consumed with romantic love, or being consumed with the love of money. We may recall that tuberculosis used to be called consumption, a disease that overtook the person's life. Those of us who have had the flu know to a lesser degree how this illness can consume our lives for a time. This kind of being consumed is what David prayed in Psalm 68. Zeal for your house consumes me. This psalm refers elsewhere to the suffering servant whom Jesus identified with. It also refers to how fasting and prayer are not respected by those who have no relationship with God. Let our lives be directed by David's words, "Zeal for your house consumes me." Let our prayer and our fasting strengthen our zeal to create a home within us for the suffering servant, our Lord Jesus Christ. Our consuming or not consuming the goods of this earth will not bring the abundant life, as will our being consumed by love for Christ.